I would like to start with a question. What is my purpose in life? Having a life purpose matters. Everything on earth was created with a purpose. Sometimes the thing's purpose is designed for others to have a purpose. Genesis 1:1 states, God's purpose statement. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. This simple verse was not only the purpose statement of creation, but creation was made on purpose. Now, we often look at this with our Western scientific mind and try to come up with a scientific explanation for the creation of God, that he made something out of nothing. But I would rather we go back in time and examine the words through the eyes of the people who recorded them, the ancient Hebrews. The Hebrew verse has a different word order. The phrase in the beginning and created are placed side by side. This, of course, makes no sense to us unless we understand the fact that these words are related. One is a noun, one's a verb. We have nouns and verbs are the same word. Builder is a noun, and to build is a verb. Actually, these two words picture simple ideas of a starting point in the beginning and an action verb of creating a completed state of existence. Creation had a starting point and a purpose, which we will see a little bit later. Now, the best way to understand this concept is to look at a sporting event. We walk into the arena for the event and we find our seat. The music is playing. The people are cheering. The players are warming up. Clocks are ticking down to begin the game. This verse, like the game, looks at the purpose of the completed game in one sentence. The play-by-play is going to come later in the chapter. Now, what does that mean for me? We need to discover our purpose in the game of life. We've already experienced the beginning. Now we must prepare for the end of the game. Ecclesiastes 1:1 and 2 states, For everything there is a season, a time for everything, every matter under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die. Psalm 90 verse 12. So teach us to number our days so that we may get a heart full of wisdom. So we move on. The next major player in our game is God. And it's important that we use his name. The creator is called Elohim. Now, our first experience, or the first experience people had was with Elohim. He's awesome. He's revered. He has the power over nature. Unfortunately, because these people were farmers, they desired to know the force and live happily ever after in perfect harmony with the forces of nature. They started to begin worshiping the forces of nature. And we'll understand that throughout the ancient world. The thing of it is, the name Elohim was then used for their so-called gods, the ones made of wood and stone, representing nature. God of creation uses the name Elohim as a starting point. However, he puts a new twist on it. This is a plural word, but he refers to it as one. He is one. Now, how can a plural be a one, a singular, unless he is supreme? The God who begins the beginning, existed from eternity, has a supreme power, perfect wisdom, and perfect goodness. God will share his personal name later in Deuteronomy 6:4. He says, Hear, O Israel, the Lord, his personal name, our Elohim, our God, the Lord is one. Now, we go back to our creation game, and we see that God is the major player. He is so awesome that he is the only one on the field, and he's equipped to play every sport. I wish I was prepared for everything in life. Hebrews 13 tells me, yes, I am equipped. He does equip us with everything good that we may do his will. Maybe we need to look at ourselves and do an evaluation of our life toolbox. How did we get these tools? I have a shed in our backyard full of tools, and it's up to me to go to the shed, get the tools I need to accomplish the task. So many times we aren't even looking in the tool shed of life. So he has a purpose, and it's two contrasting things coming from the same source. Heavens and the earth. And one will represent our future, which is the heavens, and the other, our present existence, the earth. We go back to our game, and we have a beginning. We have the only player in the field, God. The earth is our arena, and the sky, our heavens, is the end of the game, our success. We will wait for the play-by-play later on in this chapter. Now, how does your earth look? What does it look like? Has it been touched by the Creator at all? Are you prepared to join Him in the heavenly realm? We need to look at our life arena to understand if we are ready for the life game, to prepare for the realms of heaven. I want you to remember always to ask yourself, do I live with and in God's purpose?